Hey, good morning. This is Bob Edwards here, and I wanted to just give you a quick thought on Colossians 3:1. I came across it's something that we've been reading during the Easter season at our church, and it's something that's pretty common. You may have heard of it, but there's some really uncommon things in here that I think are very interesting. Colossians 3:1, I'll read it first. If then you've been raised with Christ, seek the things that are above where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. So there's two things that are really interesting, two words that stick out to me. The first one is raised, and the word for it is synergo. It's the Greek word, and it's where we get the word synergy from. So you may have read Stephen Covey's, 7 Habits. It's one of the habits that the idea of synergy is that if you work together with other people, if you listen to them, you value their opinions, then you end up being a lot more productive because these ideas come that you would not have been able to get to on your own, right? Well, the word synergo in Greek means to waken with or to resurrect with someone else. So when we're reborn, if we have faith in Christ, if we're reborn, we're not just raised to new life on our own, we're raised with. There's two parts. There's the action, raising or awakening, and then the second part is with. So it's like it's inextricably linked that when you're raised with Christ, you're raised together with Him. You can't just do this on your own, obviously. So that's the first word, is raised. That's sort of the reality that Paul's reminding them of. And then the second one is the word seek. Now the word seek is zeteo, and it means, and according to Strong's, it means two things. There's two ideas together. One of them is to seek after something that's been lost. So like that kind of, you're really focused on that sort of thing. And then the other aspect of it is to demand what is due. And so the idea is, it seems that the action is we're trying to find something that's been lost and it's just vital to us. Or if you like, seek like your life depends on it, right? I think if one of us lost our phones, as I'm recording on right now, we'd be in pretty desperate shape. I've seen that happen. It's happened to me before. And why is that? Well, because our lives are so inextricably tied to this technology, right? So much so that, there's been plenty of articles out there that science looks at what's actually on our phones, and it's kind of disgusting because it tells us, like, we've taken them into the bathroom and stuff like that. So it's interesting because our lives are so tied to it that it's just part of us all the time. And I think we should always, of course, question whether that's really a healthy thing, right? I think. But the message for us as Christians is to step back and realize two things in this. The first one is to remember the reality that we are raised with Christ, that we are inextricably raised with Him, that we are woken with Him. We say that in our baptismal vows at our church. So that's part of it. And then because of that reality, then we listen to the command, which is to seek after this life from Christ as if our lives depended on it. Don't seek life from the world. Don't seek life for Pete's sake in technology, because it's going to let you down. It's so limited. I was reminded of this last week just here at the base. We were looking at 1 John, and one of the things that I realized is that I'd been doing ministry. It's easy to get involved in ministry and then forget to take care of yourself, that I need that life just as much as anybody else. I'm not exempt from it at all. So it was just a good reminder for me, and this passage is even a better reminder. So here's my encouragement to you today, is to take this verse, Colossians 3:1, reread it, realize the reality that when you have put your faith in Christ, that you've been raised together with Him. You are never raised by yourself. He is always, always with us. Right? And because of that reality, then let's take the time and let's take just a few minutes, maybe every day, maybe take a walk, write, journal, whatever it is, pray, and take some time to meditate on that reality. Because if we have been raised with Him, then our mind needs to be on Him, because He's the source of our life. So anyway, I hope that's encouraging. If it is, feel free to share this and pass it along to whoever you'd like. All right? Blessings on you guys. Have a great day.